first picture you'll see in your report. Driveway looks good, it's stamped concrete, nothing to see here. The house is really in good shape. Garage doors look okay. The single car garage door, I'll show you a picture later. There'll be a little bit of damage on the inside of the door. It doesn't appear to be affecting the operation of the door, but it's something you'll definitely want to monitor over the future. Walkway looks good, same thing, stamped concrete. Front door, no problems here. Landscaping overview, everything looks good with the landscaping, except there's one tree in the rear yard that was blown over, and I'll have a picture of that later. Site drainage, this is to make sure that the lot is sloped properly so water runs away from the house and towards the street, and we're okay here. Roof looks good all the way around. We'll talk about that area in the hallway with the ceiling. You'll probably need a roofer to come in and take a look at that, because if it is an active leak, it'll continue to get worse. But there's no moisture in that area now. I went over it with an infrared camera and didn't find anything. Unfortunately, there's no access to that area in the attic, but I would recommend that you have someone come out and take a look at it for sure. However, the rest of the roof is in really good shape, and these roofs typically last forever. The underlayment needs to be replaced about every 30 to 40 years. More roof shots, more roof shots, more roof shots. Water meter, which is out by the street, and everything's okay here. This is your anti-siphon valve. This is part of your sprinkler system, and everything's okay there. Gas meter, gas was on at the time of the inspection, and everything's okay with your gas meter. Gates are functional on both sides. You have block walls and wrought iron fence, and they're in good shape. Rear of the house overview, more roof shots from the rear. Everything's okay here. There's the tree we were talking about earlier that got blown over in the rear of the home. Patio overview, patio slab, stamped concrete, again it's in good shape. Foundation shots, you'll see a few more of these shots. We're looking for several things. One, to make sure there's enough clearance between the earth and the top of the foundation. We're in good shape here. Make sure that we're sloped properly so water runs away from the house. We're in good shape in all these shots. And then again, to make sure there's no signs of movement or cracking in the foundation, which there are not in any of these foundation shots. Foundation shot again. This is an area of concern. These are noted at the windows, stucco areas on the exterior of the home. I would have a contractor come out and take a look at this, because the water will definitely get down in there. It probably has in the past. Obviously you've seen the damage. And there's a couple of windows, there's a couple of areas just on the exterior of the home too that need a little stucco touch up, but these window areas are the primary areas of concern. I went over the interior wall of the home with the infrared camera again, didn't see any moisture in the walls there, but this is definitely important to get taken care of. Air conditioning units, they're properly sized. This is a 3-ton unit and it's calling for a 25 amp circuit breaker, which is what we have in the electrical panel. Suction line, this is pipe insulation and everything's okay here with the pipe insulation. Service disconnect, that's for your AC guy, and it's okay. AC2, same thing, this is properly sized. This is a 2-ton air conditioner and it's calling for a 15 amp circuit breaker, and that's also what's in the panel. It's missing a safety cover, which is just a little plastic panel that kind of fits over these wires here. Any AC guy can fix that at your next service interval. More foundation shots. Hose bibs are functional. Water pressure is good. We like to see it between 40 and 80 psi, and you can see it's about 58 here. Another windowsill. This is your primary condensate drain. It's part of your air conditioning system. That will drip moisture all summer long when the air conditioner is running, and that's perfectly normal. You have 2 secondary lines, one for each unit. That's located over a window, the master bedroom window. They've never been active where there would be like little rust stains inside here. But if you ever see moisture dripping from there, it means this primary here is clogged, and these secondaries take over to get moisture away from the air handler. If you see them dripping, you need to get service. We recommend service twice a year on your units anyway, once in the spring, once in the fall. Another windowsill. Just have someone look at all the stucco at all the windowsills. This is a retaining wall, and it's yours. If you're facing the house, this is on the right or the west side of the home. You also have a retaining wall in the rear of your home, and they both appear to be in good shape. This is up front by the two-car garage, between the two-car garage and the gas meter. A little bit of stucco damage there. That's a pretty simple fix. This is a sprinkler box. This is in the rear yard. There appears to be an active leak here at the valve. This is a solenoid control valve. We haven't had enough rain over the last several days to have this much water in here. So that would let me know that this valve is leaking somewhere. If it's not the valve, it's going to be the plumbing around the valve. So I'd have a landscaping contractor take a look at that. Photo cell, this is for your garage coach lights on the exterior of the home. They'll come on automatically when the sun goes down. Electrical panel, which is on the east side of the home. Condition of the panel is good. You have 400 amps of electrical service, which is plenty for this house. You have a sub panel that's in the garage, that's 200 amps and a 200 amp main panel. You have Wiersbo Aquapex plumbing. It's a great product. There's your service breaker, or excuse me, your breaker for AC1 and AC2, 25 amps and 15 amps, and a legend where everything for all of the breakers are identified. We take the safety cover off, look inside. The electrician did a nice clean job. Copper supply lines for the main panel. These are aluminum supply lines. That's for the sub panel. That's normal. This is up front again on the west side of the property. We've got a little bit of stucco damage going on here too. There's kind of a close-up. What I'm showing you is right up here. Gate on the west side is also functional. This is kind of a long shot of the interior of the garage, or the garage door we mentioned earlier. There's a close-up. You can see how it was hit here and damaged it. Doesn't appear to be affecting the door. Like I said, you just definitely want to monitor this over the time. Garage door openers are functional. Safety backup beams are installed. This is for the 2-car. This one's for the 1-car. They're both functional. Garage floor looks good. You have a post-tension slab for this home. They're the strongest slabs made. The important thing to note here is no cutting into the floor, no drilling into the floor. That's really important because you can cut your house in half if you happen to hit one of the cables in the slab. Otherwise, you should never have any trouble with the slab in this home. Garage lights are functional. There's the sub panel we were talking about earlier. Condition is good. Again, electrician did a nice clean job inside. There's your aluminum supply lines. Your main water shutoff is in the garage and everything's okay here. This is a soft water loop for a water softener, should you choose to install one. Water heater, this is a data plate. The water heater was built in 2008 and it's a 75-gallon water heater. Looks like it's in good shape. Water heaters don't last a tremendously long time. Here in Las Vegas, we have the hardest water in the country. Maintenance on these can definitely extend the life, and installation of a water softener can help to extend the life too. These are your supply lines for your water heater. Everything's okay here. Ventilation for the water heater, no problems. Temperature and pressure relief valve, that's a safety feature, and we're okay here. Gas valve, everything's okay. Drain valve, this is where once a year you can drain this off with the hose out to the street. Gets all the mineral deposits out of the bottom of the tank, and that's kind of what eats away at your tank over time and causes an early failure. So if you do that once a year, you can extend the life. Circulating pump, this is a nice feature. It makes delivery to your fixtures more efficient, hot water delivery that is. There's a timer inside this little cover here. It works like an outdoor light timer. You just set the switches for that pump to come on and go off when you want it to. You have a drain pan installed, which is a nice feature to have, and a down tube for the drain pan also. Gas valve again. Burner compartment looks good. There's one with the flame. It's tough to see, but it's fine. This is your access door to the garage from the home. This is just showing the hinge up close. For fire safety, those doors should be self-closing and self-latching. It wants to self-close, it's just lacking enough tension to close the door all the way. Typically that can be corrected with the hinge adjustment at the top. It just takes an Allen wrench. Laundry room overview. Faucet, mixing valve, sink are all fine. Drain and supply lines, no problems here. Connect box for your washer. This is part of your water softener. If you install one, it'll drain all the time. That'll be normal. This is your gas line for your dryer. It's missing a safety cap, which is just a brass fitting that goes on top there. That's important to have installed. But once you have a dryer connected to it, it's not a big deal. But when you're moving dryers in, sometimes this valve can get hit and knocked out of place, and then you have gas coming in the house, and that's why they recommend having that safety cap installed. This is the dryer ventilation. It goes right up through the roof, and we're okay. Nice and clean. Front door looks good again. A little bit of wall damage. Several of the door stops are missing, and this is what happened up at the front door. The door hit the wall. Easy patch job. Main hallway. There's the moisture damage at the ceiling and the wall. Got one light that's not working. And like I said, when they come in, they'll cut into the wall here to see if they can find the source of the leak, and then they may have to cut into the ceiling too. And then if there are any repairs, those repairs will probably need to be done from the roof side, and that's why I'd recommend having a roofer come out and take a look. The light, that's typically just a bulb. Smoke detector, which is required. Guest closet, no problems. Linen closet looks good. Dining room overview. Everything's okay in there. Windows, outlets, no problems. Floors in good shape. Family room overview, same old story. Windows are in good shape. Fireplace overview. There's a better picture. You can see the flame just a little bit, and this fireplace is controlled by an igniter switch to the left of the fireplace. You have a junction box here in the ceiling of the family room if you want to install a light fixture or a ceiling fan. Breakfast nook overview. Again, lights are fine, outlets are fine. The cabinets here we need a little bit of work here, but it's pretty minor. Exterior doors functional. In the report, you'll see me mentioning some settlement cracks on the exterior of the home. This is one of them. This one's a little bit bigger than we like to see. These we recommend to seal up. If you can fit like a dime in there, we recommend sealing them up. And there's just a couple little chip spots there. And when you have the stucco guy come out, I'd have him look at that. But you see settlement cracks in almost every home built in Las Vegas. This is the cabinet we're talking about. This is above the desk in the breakfast nook. The hinge, honestly, the easiest fix is just a fatter, longer screw, and it'll hold it in place. It may just need tightening, but in all likelihood, it's been stripped out over time. Tough to see in this picture, but there's a crack in the ceiling in the breakfast nook. It's a perfectly straight line, which indicates that it's right along 2 sheets of drywall. It's a joint. Any painter can touch that up, but it's nothing structural to be concerned about. Here's kind of a close-up to let you know. Kitchen overview. Dishwasher is in good shape. Except for these lights, there may be a burnout bulb, or some of these lights, the selector lights. So on this side, they work fine on China and Crystal. On this side, you can't tell if it's on antibacterial, cookware, normal. If you can count, it's pretty easy to figure out, but the lights are not functioning. Sink, faucet, mixing valve, we're okay here. Drain and supply lines, there's another picture. Disposal is fully functional, no leaks. A little bit of caulk here at the sink and the countertop. Tough to see probably, but the fridge temp says 32 degrees and we're okay. Freezer temp says 8 degrees and that's fine. Cooktop, all your burners are functional. Hood vents to the exterior of the home and everything's okay here. Oven temperature, this is under the microwave and that's right where we want to see it. You'll see a couple pictures here because I'm trying to get a good shot. But this appears to be a crack on the inside of the display screen where the time is and where it displays the temperature. It's not on the exterior, but it appears to be on the inside of the glass. It might be double paned. To repair that, you need an appliance guy to come out and take a look. I think these are all GE appliances. This is the oven to the left. Pantry's okay. Microwave, it's tough to see also, but I put a little tester in here. It indicates that the microwave is working. Master bedroom overview. Door and hardware are fine. Ceiling fan probably had a remote, and the remote likely got packed up when the sellers moved out. You can ask the seller for the remote, or it's probably easier just to find one at Home Depot or Lowe's. Closet overview, it's lighted and everything's okay in here. We do have some additional floor tiles in the closet if you ever need to replace one. Smoke detector, which is required in the bedroom. All the windows in the master bedroom are in good shape. All your outlets are fine. Now we're in the hallway guest bedroom. Door and hardware are fine. Closet, no problems here. Smoke detector. Again, windows and outlets are okay in this room. Guest bedroom 2 in the front of the home, overview. The lock for the bedroom door is defective. The door can be unlocked from the outside as well as the inside, so you probably want to replace that lock. Entry door is okay. Closet, no problems. Again, all the outlets and windows are fine in that room. Smoke detector's okay. We're taking a picture here of your air conditioning temperature. These are at the supply registers, which are in every room. And then I measure at the return register, which is where the filter is. And we look for a 14 to 22 degree difference between the two. That tells us we're cooling efficiently. So in this photo, we have 53.5 coming out, 71.5 going back in. That gives us an 18 degree split. That's perfect. Filters are dirty, so we recommend changing those. That's the #1 killer of air conditioning in Las Vegas, so change those regularly. This is in the master bedroom. We've got 53.5 again coming out, 70 going in, so 17 degree difference here. Master bathroom overview. Vanity cabinet's okay. Faucet, mixing valve, and sinks all are in good shape. Drain and supply lines for the left sink are okay. Drain and supply lines for the right sink, no problems. Spa tub overview. You can see here we're missing a little bit of grout at the, spa tub tiles. The condition of the spa tub itself is good. Faucet and mixing valve. This mixing valve, it does not have what's called a positive stop, so this handle will just spin and spin and spin, and it can make it difficult to find the turning off point. So we'd recommend having a plumber look at that. A little bit of caulk here around the tub where it seats with the tile. Toilet is okay. More toilet shots. Shower stall overview. Ceramic tiles in good shape. The light in the shower is not working, but that's probably just a bulb. Shower head's functional. Now we're in the hall bathroom. Cabinet again is okay. Faucet, mixing valve, and sink, no problems. You can see the towel rod in this picture here in the hardware. Drainage supply lines are fine. And you can see where the towel rod hardware has been pulled out of the drywall. Toilet overview, no problems here. Tub shower, it's a fiberglass tub. Again, with either caulk or grout. This is where the tub meets the floor. Surface of the tub is in good shape. Ceramic tile, no problems. Faucet mixing valve are okay here. Shower head looks good. Now we're back in the master looking at the spa tub. Again, it's probably difficult to make out in the video, but everything's functional. All your jets are working fine. This is showing you the mixing valve, how the handle is pointed back this way. It should be pointed like this one. This is in the off position, and this one should be pointed this way in the off position, but it just free spins. This is the spa tub pump. The only thing that's missing here is these spa pumps should be electrically bonded, which means it needs to be grounded. And this is the clamp where it needs to be grounded. It was just a bare copper wire, and it's not. So we recommend having an electrician do that. You have a GFI for that spa pump. That's located in the room where the toilet is. That's a safety feature and it's functional. Now we're in the guest bathroom in the front of the home. Vanity cabinet's okay. Same thing, faucet, mixing valve, sink, no problems. Drain and supply lines look good. Toilet's okay. Tub shower, fiberglass tub again. Surface of the tub is okay. Ceramic tile looks good. Faucet and mixing valve, you'll need a plumber here. It's functional when it's on cold, but when it's on hot, it's barely coming out. It looks better than it actually is in the photo. If they sit for a long time and don't get used, all it takes is a very small piece of mineral deposit to get inside the cartridge and clog it up. Oftentimes you can replace the cartridge, which is the easiest repair and the cheapest. But like I said, we'd rather have a plumber take a look at this. Shower head is functional. Again here with where the tub meets the floor, grout or caulk. This is, if you're looking into the family room from the front door, kind of in this area here, we're just missing a little bit of grout there. And over time that can break down further and cause a tile to break. This is up in the attic, and this is your plumbing supply lines. You've got Weersbo Aquapex. Again, it's a great product. And per requested, we have lots of attic shots. These are your trusses, which is the structural integrity of your attic. This is Pulte, one of the signature items they put in their homes. It's called Cocoon Insulation. It's a great product. There's never more than a 15-degree difference in temperature between your living space and your attic space. So your house is really efficient. Lots of attic shots for you here. Tough one to see there. Okay, now we're looking at the furnaces. These are high efficiency units. They're Yorks. They're great products. That's just the overview. It's a gas-fed forced air unit. This is the gas line going into the unit. These are the ventilation lines going out of the roof. There's the roof penetration for the ventilation. Everything's okay here. Condensate drains, no signs of leaks. Cabinet condition looks good. Furnace number 2. Nothing to see here. It's all in great shape. This is your gas line again. Ventilation. There's the other one. The high efficiency always has 2 because it reburns the air. And then both of them heading out of the attic. Condensate drains look good. Cabinet condition is good. Furnace temperatures are right where we like to see them. This one's 115 degrees. This one will heat up the longer it's on. This is cooling all of the house, or heating, all of the home except for the master bedroom. And because the master bedroom is so small, it heats up quite a bit faster. And that's it for your report. Everything's in good shape. You'll have your report via email.
Can you jump to the one valve, the outside valve, and just tell them about how you should get the cover for it?
Which valve?
This one.
For the anti-siphon?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's cracked? Yeah.
No, but yeah, just so it doesn't.
Oh, I got you. So yeah, this black stuff here is pipe insulation, which is all that's required, and it insulates your pipes. We don't get super cold here, but these anti-siphon valves are made of 2 different products. One is brass, which is the valve itself, and then the plumbing lines are PVC. They expand and contract at different rates, and when we get really cold snaps kind of late in the year, these pop pretty easily. So at Home Depot or Lowe's, I'm pretty sure at Target or Walmart now, they sell the bags. They're little vinyl insulated bags. They sit right over top, put a little zip tie on it, and that helps to keep that insulated so that you don't run into any problems in the springtime or late fall. That's typically when you'd see something like that going on.